What's good, fight fans? Your Majesty speaking. So I made this video yesterday, but I actually fucked up the sound, so I have to re-record it. And I wanted to get this out before the actual fight comes on because I forgot the fight came on early since it is in the UK. But is Wilder Adrien Broner 2.0? I asked myself that question. Now, granted, I know Wilder got a fan base. I am one of them. Not the crazy ones, but Wilder has a fan base of people who you can't say anything bad about them or else you hate them. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those people who give anybody any type of cut card. So with that being said, I feel like as a fan of Deontay Wilder, I should be able to speak the truth about him and keep it a bean as long as I'm telling the truth. Now, where we are going to have an issue at is if you find me saying something that's not the truth. If you find me saying something that is not the truth, call me out on it. I don't have an issue with being called out on certain things. Now, is Deontay Wilder Adrien Broner 2.0? As of right now, that's what it seems. Why do you say this? Why do you ask that question? Because once again, as I said, I am a fan of Deontay Wilder, and I find myself, just like I was a fan of Adrien Broner, I find myself getting this level of excitement when both of those guys are getting ready to fight. And somehow they have this preacher-esque way of making you believe that they're going to be different than they were the last time out. So with Adrien Broner, and I'm just going to make the comparisons and tie the correlations together. With Adrien Broner, we would hear things like, oh man, I didn't train the way that I was supposed to, but I'm back now, on God Nem, and I don't even know who God Nem and who in them is. And Adrien Broner just had it, whether it was messing with Paulie Malinagi's girlfriend or whether it was talking trash and praying that he was going to beat Maidana, whether it was coming back and saying Mikey Garcia wasn't as good as Maidana and he was going to trash him, whether it was Pacquiao, I beat that boy. Somehow Adrien Broner was able to captivate the audience and make us believe that he was going to do something different and win the fight. Now, I find myself seeing the same things in Deontay Wilder. You know, it's a different bronze bomber this time. And initially, before this, it was, I wasn't in my right mind, or the costume was too heavy, or, glove gate, or the water was spiked, or somebody threw the towel in the wrong way. Somehow it's always some type of excuse that make you feel like, okay, maybe Deontay Wilder is going to be different this time. He switched trainers. Adrien Broner switched trainers and went from Mike Stafford to Kevin Cunningham. Deontay Wilder went from JD's and Mark Breland to Malik Scott. Now Malik Scott is out the picture. So now we have a whole new Deontay Wilder that we should be expecting to do something different from what we've seen against Big Bang Zhang, what we've seen against Joseph Parker, what we've seen against the last few fights where Deontay Wilder has not been Deontay Wilder. Now, another thing that I see similarities as far as Adrien Broner and Deontay Wilder is concerned is they both fought the people that other people wouldn't fight. So I'm going to give credit where it's due too. They both would take on these tough fights. I remember Adrien Broner went up and fought Maidana when he didn't have to. He probably could have dropped his belt and moved back to 40 or moved back to 35 or moved to 40, but he chose, nah, fuck it. They want to see me fight Maidana, I'll fight Maidana. Deontay Wilder did the same thing. Cool. I want AJ Luis Ortiz is your mandatory. Fuck it. I fuck him up, and that way you won't have to fight him, and I can jump straight to you. So I see similarities on the positive side too. But the main thing I see, and the reason for this video when it comes to Deontay Wilder being Adrien Broner 2.0 is the gunshotness. They both got to a point where when they started getting knocked out, they started to be gun shy. They started not letting their hands go. They started waiting too much. And this is an Adrien Broner thing as well as the Deontay Wilder thing. And granted, Adrien Broner was kind of one-dimensional at that point in his career where he would just want to walk behind his shoulder and try to counter you with left hooks. And Deontay Wilder is kind of similar in that stage of his career where he's just waiting for a right hand that may or hasn't ever came within these last few fights. And so that is where my comparison of Wilder being the new Adrien Broner came from. It stemmed from more than just one thing. But as I said, if you find me telling a lie, stop me. Until then, I should be okay saying with what I'm saying. Now, granted, I know y'all love Wilder. Y'all act like he y'all brother, he y'all cousin, or whatever the case may be. And granted, I've met him. He's a great person. But I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't step out and give my thoughts. So that is my take. Let me know what y'all think about my take in the comments. And guess what? He got an opportunity tonight to prove me wrong. Prove to me that, nah, I was fucked up. I did have a heavy suit. I was spiked with water. I did, you know, and granted, that's another thing. Now just popped up. Adrien Broner had issues with the law and whatever the case may be. And now we looking at Wilder have issues with his ex significant other and the son and all of this other stuff that's going on. You're not my dad. Who knows how much that is weighing on him as an individual outside of being able to. So maybe there is some things. I believe for Adrien Broner, there were some things, but you can't keep selling me water and giving me pee. That's all I'm saying. Wilder gonna have to go out. Now, granted, I'm pulling for Wilder to win. Do I think he's going to? Nah, you can only fool me so many times. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me more than once, it's my fault at that point. So if Wilder goes out here and looks spectacular, I'll eat it. I don't care. But if he goes out here and proves me right, make sure y'all come back to these comments and tell me, you know what, you was on to something. All right. So please like, comment, and sub to the channel. Hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when I drop future videos. Also, if you have not subbed to my social media channels, please do so. They are in front of you. And be sure to check me out live. I am going live for the Wilder fight. I am scoring the fight live. Join me, score the fight with me. And yeah, until next time.